Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Steve, coming to you from Beijing in China. Now today is the 18th of March 2017, and what I want to show you guys is a company that has, really supported my lifestyle whilst I've been here in China, and it's really supported me financially as well, which is kind of the reason why I want to share this out to you guys, because I know that there are, there's so many scams out there. There's so many kind of programs that are like, they promise these kind of fast returns, and we put our money into these and we just lose all that hard-earned money. And I'm really fed up with that. I'm really fed up of like short-term gains, because these are businesses that are set up purely for the sake of money. They burn out too fast, and we just end up losing out. We get caught up in the hype, and it's just about finding long-term structured businesses. And this is what this company is all about. This particular month, this company are actually having their 2-year anniversary in Singapore. There's a physical event that people will be coming to. The hotel, I think it's a 5-star hotel that's been booked out and everything like that. So, this is a solid company, and you'll see that once you get to learn more about the company itself. Now, what I want to show you guys is a quick little video about what this company actually is. Just a little bit about how it's changed my life. And then we're going to dive into my results as of today, so you can kind of see some comparisons as well. So just watch this little video and then we'll be right back. Now, before I show you my current progress in MPA, I just want to quickly explain for those of you who don't quite know what My Paying Ads is all about. So basically, they are an advertising company that provide a share of revenue to paying advertisers. And they have various advertising options available, but in order to benefit from making money with advertising, you just simply purchase an ad pack, and in return you get back 120% of your earnings. Or in other words, you'll gain a 20% profit for every ad pack purchased. So, think of it like this. I'm an online marketer who is in need of quality advertising in order to promote my website or business that I have to offer. I decide to join a professional and very stable RevShare company which offers multiple advertising services. Then from here, I can then purchase advertising that is suitable to my needs, or I'm also able to greatly benefit from purchasing advertising and earning some revenue from the company. So essentially, I'm being paid to advertise my own stuff, and this is really amazing. I'm telling you right now, this has changed my life drastically. I've been able to buy 2 really amazing dogs. I'm living a laptop lifestyle whilst living abroad in China, and it's all thanks to this company for helping me to achieve that lifestyle. There's very few RevShare companies like this that take their business seriously and are structured for long-term growth. I'm not talking about months, I'm talking about years. And My Paying Ads have never missed out on a payment in over 18 months. They pay out 7 days a week, and have currently paid out over $16 million to advertisers, which is just a crazy amount, as you can imagine. And one thing you should know is that My Paying Ads greatly improve its returning customer rate. So, just like with any business, a returning customer is far better than a one-time customer. So that's one of the reasons why it's important to have professional services that deliver, and having an attractive offer or service to support the greater gain for the company and its members. And My Paying Ads does exactly that. I honestly think that you'll love this. So before you sign up and give it a try, I want to show you my current progress from today, right now. Okay guys, so what we can see right along here are stats from, let me just scroll down here, March the 12th. So we're pretty much about 6 days ago in terms of comparisons from there. Now, what we can see just along here, my referrals at this time was 370 referrals. So what I want to say just very quickly is that you don't need to have a huge team. This is kind of like my goal. I've kind of got a personal goal to try and reach out to as many people as possible, and to build a solid team, because I really want to improve myself as an online marketer. But this is not essential to make money online. You can have 0 referrals and still make money with your advertising. And that's the most beautiful thing about RevShares, and in particular with My Paying Ads as well. And there's thousands and thousands of people who really love this company. So I'm going to show you a few more stats just in a moment. But at this time, the active ad packs that I had along here was 483. And look at these ad pack earnings along here, guys. $52,922. $52,000, which is huge, as you can imagine. Like, I would never think that I would have over 50k of earnings inside the system before, because the longevity in these companies are just never really there. There are some affiliate programs that are out there that you may have to purchase licenses for, and then you have to spend in so much money with like paid traffic and so on, just to make those sales. But if you're particularly interested in sort of building a team yourself, then maybe you're someone who wants to consider joining with me, because I'm starting to put together some referral recruitment training, like for this program and for other stuff that you can implement as well. So this is actually going to be a really phenomenal way to get started. And I always say to people, it's much better to get started sooner rather than later, because you're going to start seeing the potential gains that it has. And then, thinking long term down the road, 3, 6, 12 months down the road, you're going to see how much progress you're actually making. And it's going to give you enough confidence to keep pushing forward to get to the income goals that you might have. So what I want to show you right now is very quickly some stats from the company. So let's just take a very quick look. So right now, the company has 296,544 members, which is a huge amount, and it's so important for businesses to it's not necessary to rely on just new members, but because you have such a high percentage of customers, that's going to be bringing in consistent sales, which is very, very important for the sustainability and the longevity of a company to run, like 5-10 years kind of thing like that. So this company are really pushing towards nearly 300,000 members, which is huge. And it's doing phenomenally well. Now look at the payouts that it's paid so far. Now considering that this has been for nearly 2 months, so right now that we're looking at $37,329,033. 37 million. The video I just showed you was about 16 million, if you can remember. But now we're at 37 million. So this is making phenomenal progress, and so many people are making huge amounts. And you can see like their Facebook group as well, like the people who have already maxed out this system. And I say maxed out, I mean you can still earn even more than maxing out. So it's a really beautiful model that so many people are getting themselves involved in, advertising their own stuff. And if you don't have anything to advertise, just contact me on Facebook. There's my Facebook link just below this video. Just contact me and we'll work our way around it. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with it. But honestly, guys, this is just going to be really, really phenomenal. So if you want to get advertising and get paid, this is the company to do it in. Now, let's go and take a very quick look at my stats. So the very first thing I want to quickly show you is the Alexa rank along here. Now, the Alexa rank last year was somewhere between maybe about 12 or 13,000. And for those of you who don't know what an Alexa rank is, think of it as like, how can I say this? Like popularity. Okay, so it's a popularity ranking. So the most popular websites will be lower. So if you think of sites like Google and Amazon, they're probably ranked at maybe number 1, number 2, something like that. So those rankings determine kind of the popularity and like the amount of people, the amount of traffic that site is actually getting. So this company have actually made phenomenal progress over the last 2 years, and especially from last year to now, this has actually made tremendous progress. Now let's go and take a quick look at my stats as of today. So my referral is 388. So first thing I want to say is a massive thank you to so many people who have decided to join with me. There's a lot of people out there who join companies and they either sign up with the admin and they don't really get that support, or they have to send a support ticket. If it's a technical issue, then you're going to have to send a support ticket. But, for minor things, there's people waiting maybe 3, 4, 5 days sometimes to get an answer. And, it's not the company's fault. I mean, they've got thousands and thousands of members, right? But you just don't want to wait so long to get those answers there. So it's always ideal to sign up with a reliable sponsor. And I really go out my way to answer as many questions as possible. And last week, I had made maybe about 5 personal recorded videos for people. And I'm not talking about a couple of minutes. You know, everyone's issues are a bit different. Sometimes they're like 20-minute videos and stuff like that. You know, whatever the situation is, I'll break it down so you can see things eye to eye, so that you can understand. So it's easier for you to get forward and get started within the company as well. So honestly, guys, if you've got any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask me. There's my Facebook link just below this video. Make sure you add me on Facebook, ask your questions away, and then we can go on from there, because I will help you. And I do take things seriously. I don't want you guys to be like on the fence and feel like you don't have any support or anything like that. You know, I'm not one of these silent sponsors who are here just for the commissions. Yeah, I'm purely here to help you start moving forward, so you can really start to see how much potential that this is really making. Because I've got people on my team from many different countries, you know, and there's a lot of people in my team who don't necessarily have huge startups. There's some people who've got like a few thousand to put in. There's some people who've got a few hundred to put in. And then I've got a few guys who can only afford to put in like $10 to $50, something like that, to start up with, yeah? But it really doesn't matter. As long as you get started sooner rather than later, come in this with a long-term mindset, okay? And then as you get through the months, you know, 3, 6, 12 months down the road, you're really going to start to see how much phenomenal progress this is. And we've all got different income goals, you know, so whether it's $10 a day, $25, $50, $100, you know, whatever your income goal is per day, you can definitely get there with this system. You just have to stay consistent with it and, you know, kind of be more realistic in terms of like startup costs and stuff like that. But you will definitely get there. You're just going to have to probably be a bit more patient than maybe some other people anyway. Now, active ad packs, okay, 494. So there hasn't actually been phenomenal progress in terms of the growth of ad packs. That's because at the moment I have literally just signed my contracts for my accommodation. I've had to renew sort of another year, sign that off, and I have to pay 4 months up front, which is really annoying. It's ridiculous, and it's not cheap as well. I can't remember the prices at the moment, but it does work out pretty damn expensive. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pay a little bit more than expected, and I have to pay 4 months up front. So currently I'm withdrawing more money than I should be. But I've got the money to sort of pay off, and I need to pay that off next week anyway. So everything will be sorted out from there. But you know, at this time, this is kind of what I'm saying is like, you know, when you get started in this company, you know, think long term. Whatever financial situations you have, maybe you're having trouble with rent in the future. Maybe you're having trouble with petrol and gas money. You know, if prices are going up. Maybe you've got unexpected birthdays to pay off or holidays and stuff like that. You know, you can use this kind of as like, I guess maybe as like a savings account, you know, just kind of build yourself up, and then you've got that money to support yourself as and when you need to. Now, my goal is to reach, like kind of max out the earning balance of withdrawing $200 per day. And then you can earn an extended more from Leaders Commission, which is something they've actually implemented. So if you're interested in building a team and you kind of want that additional training as well, then I will help you every step of the way. I've got some videos coming out sort of within sort of the next week or 2 weeks, something like that. And that will really help you out. As long as you're with my team, you can definitely do extremely well in this company in terms of leadership and sponsoring and stuff like that. And I'll definitely try and break things down as much as possible for you guys as well. So some people are actually going to ask, like 494 ad packs, can you give me kind of some numbers or what this kind of represents? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you this calculation along here. Now, what I want to say very quickly is that this is not an official calculator, okay? This is by all means no guarantee. I like to call this a guesstimator because it's purely, well, think of it like this is an advertising company, okay? So every day the sales are going to be different, okay? There's not consistency in terms of sales that are actually made, but fortunately for the company, we have so many members, we are kind of looking at averages, okay? We can look at consistent averages. We can't look at consistent sales, but we can look at kind of consistent averages and kind of realistic figures as of right now. Tomorrow could be different. For example, if a site has to stop for a few hours just because they need to improve the servers, this company's grown massively, but if they need to improve servers and it gets shut down for maybe, I don't say shut down, but I just mean, they need to turn the site off for maybe 3 to 6 hours or 24 hours, something like that, until things get upgraded. At that time, there's going to be no sales, right? So it will affect earnings on a daily basis. But more or less, I mean, we're looking at really consistent sort of averages of roughly about 2% a day, which is very, very good. So you can see kind of the figures that I'm matching right now. So if we look at 494 active ad packs, which is where I'm at right now, this is what I want you to look at. Daily profit share earnings, $274. Now, this is phenomenal because if I did not withdraw anything, if I did not buy any more ad packs, advertising packages, I would be earning roughly about $274 every day inside the system at the current active ad packs level. So, I just want you to think like financial situations, okay? I could set myself back like 5 days, okay? And within those 5 days, I could withdraw $1,000. So it's $200 a day that I can withdraw. And I can withdraw more from my leader's commission, but on from your perspective, it would probably be roughly around sort of $1,000 within those 5 days, okay? $200 per day. But honestly, guys, this is really phenomenal. There's a lot of people on my team who have already kind of surpassed my active ad packs because I'm choosing to live my lifestyle whilst building this business at the same time. There's some people who are in a comfortable position and they're just compounding their earnings. So every time their earning balance gets to the price of an ad pack, they'll go in and they'll buy another one. They'll go in and they'll buy another one, and they just keep building inside the system. So they don't always keep adding fresh funds in, but there's a lot of people who are doing both. So they're adding fresh funds, they're compounding at the same time, and their growth is just getting incredible. I had one guy I was keeping an eye on for quite some time. He started off slowly, and then all of a sudden, like December, he started putting in quite a lot of money. So he obviously saw the potential that this really had. And there was another girl as well. She put in nearly just over $4,000, which is crazy. But I know that she's doing extremely well as well. So guys, I think this is such an amazing opportunity for you guys to get involved in. I mean, enough of the short-term stuff, enough of the scams, the hype of all these other sort of companies that kind of promise you really fast earnings in a few days or a few weeks, that kind of thing. Honestly, get yourself in a long-term structured business and you're going to have so much potential in the long run. Because I've had people send me messages on Facebook like months in between or a year between, and they said, what are you doing? Like, what business are you into? Are you interested in joining this? And I say, I'm still doing my paying ads. I'm still doing my paying ads. And I always answer that question all the time. It's really funny because a lot of people are just bouncing from this one to this one, maybe they've earned a little bit of money, but they haven't necessarily gained profit. And, it's just, I find it ridiculous. And personally for me, I lost a lot last year and over the last sort of few years, from all these scams and hypes and stuff like that. But I've kind of outgrown the mentality of that. I've kind of grown outside of getting too hyped up about these opportunities, right? I know what I need to do in order to get the results that I want to achieve. And if you kind of want that for yourself, then this is a company you definitely want to get yourselves involved in. And to have a reliable sponsor, I would love to have you on my team and support you and kind of just maybe just give you a little slap on the back of the head when you see an opportunity that's kind of like too good to be true kind of thing. It's all about long-term structured businesses that are really genuine businesses as well. I mean, this is an advertising company and we get a share of revenue from the sales that are actually being made. So honestly, guys, this is something that many people are really enjoying and have been for the last 2 years. Now, the very last thing I want to show you, my ad pack earnings, 54,452. If you remember back from 6 days ago, $52,922, and now $54,452. Now, like I'm saying, this is growing phenomenally well. At the moment, I'm doing a bit of both. I'm kind of withdrawing probably more than I should be right now to pay off my rent and stuff. But at the same time, I'm also using this to build the business, and you can see that from the stats that I'm showing you right here. So if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me, and then we'll go from there. My Facebook is just below this video, and then I really look forward to having you guys on my team. So until then, stay awesome, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so the best way for you to join will be to, once you finish watching one of my videos, what you're going to want to do is just to come down here, and where it says join with me here, I'm going to give you a direct link. If you click on show more, I'm also going to give you another link to my Facebook. So if you guys have got any questions, or you just want to reach out to me or anything like that, don't hesitate to contact me on Facebook as well. But for now, we're just going to click on this link here. And right now it's going to take me to the home page. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is on the top right hand corner, it says sign up. So once we click on this, it's now going to take me to the registration page. Now this is crucial. The very first thing you're going to want to check is that the sponsor says Steve in China. Okay, if it doesn't, if it says someone else's name, or it has NPA admin, which is a default, what you need to do is to click on change, and then simply type in Steve in China, and then you can change it from there. This is crucial because a lot of people have been signing up under NPA admin and they can't change it once you've registered. So, it's very important that you make sure it says Steve in China before, because once you guys are on my team, I'm going to be helping you every step of the way. And once I've maxed out the system, I'm going to be sharing some of my commissions with you guys as well. So, it's just to help you progress and develop in my paying ads as we go along. Okay, so just make sure that that says Steve in China, and then we're all good. By all means, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me on Facebook. This honestly, guys, this is very simple, and you're going to enjoy this so much. So like I've said before, it's much better to get started sooner rather than later. So until then, stay awesome, and I'll talk to you soon.